Where you at?
Trying to get the mic on. We're a little late.
We can't hear you.
I'm trying to get the microphone.
You should probably put the mic on. We can't hear you.
I hope you didn't catch me picking my nose.
Oh, I hope I did. After you got me, did you post that?
No, I didn't.
Oh, well then I hope I didn't get you.
All right.
Nose picking endeavor.
Seatbelt gang.
Seatbelt gang.
It's time to roll. We are going on an adventure today.
Whoa!
And it's only Dave and me.
God, he almost killed the Lamborghini.
Oh man.
You so almost took that whole thing out.
Damn, Dave's moped was parked right next to the truck. I almost hit it. What
would you have done if you would have slammed the moped?
I would have started ripping your head off. I'd been like, look what you did to my truck.
You probably would have.
That's exactly what would happen. All right. Thank God we didn't hit the moped. Thank God the truck is okay. Folks, it's only Dave and I. Cody had to go pick up a U-Haul. His homeboy is helping him move today. Real quick, special shout out. Oh, you wasn't even gonna wait though. Oh, you so impatient, these drivers these days. Somebody just pulled right out in front of me. Cody's homeboy is helping him move today, so shout out to that. Shout out to anybody who helped Cody with his Amazon wish list.
Yeah, Cody said he got a bunch of stuff.
That's awesome, man. Shout out to Cody, shout out to him moving into his new place. I want to make today exciting, folks. It's an exciting day for me, and I hope that I'm able to make this exciting for all of you as well, including Dave. Shout out to Dave for being the cameraman today. We're going to meet with a guy named Thomas that we met yesterday while filming the video for the 1 million subscriber gold play button where we tried to sell it.
The button carry round day.
The button carry round day. Good way to word it. But we met two people yesterday that we never even got a chance to introduce you guys to because it would have made the video just that much longer. We met a guy named Thomas, we met a guy named Doug. I'm not sure if we're meeting both of these guys today or if we're only meeting Thomas. But both of these guys are very good at this newfound hobby that's got me like all excited, and that's this FPV racing drone thing. My wife got me a racing drone last year for my birthday. It's almost my birthday again. I've only used this thing a handful of times. I am horrible at this. These two guys that we met yesterday though, they're really good at this. So we're gonna go meet with these guys. They've agreed, or meet with Thomas. He's agreed to come meet with us today and try to give me some lessons so that I can be good at this.
So Joe can be all he can be at FPV.
FPV, it's a fun thing. It's not a cheap thing. You can get into this for about 300 bucks. That's about the cheapest, maybe a little bit less than 300 bucks. You can get you a starter setup.
Huh?
Dave's wanting to get into this. Cody's wanting to get into this. There's other ways that you can get into this as well if you don't have the money. There's a game on Steam, it's called Liftoff. I've just started playing this game just a little while ago, and just to show you a little bit of what that game is like, I mean, here's some footage of me attempting to learn how to get a little bit better at this first person view drone stuff right here. It's not easy, but it's definitely fun. And it's definitely a way to learn. In fact, the other guy that we met yesterday, who I'm not sure if we're gonna be seeing him today, he started out using this game specifically, and he's only been flying his racing drone for a week, and this guy's good.
Yeah, he's already doing flips, tucks, and rolls.
You know, I said that within a week of me flying, I've been flying now for 4 days. Today will make my 5th day. I said within a week, I was gonna be good at this. Well, I'm getting some lessons today, so hopefully I'm able to learn a little bit from this guy, Thomas, and hopefully we're able to capture some really, really awesome footage. So Thomas, he's already arrived at the park. He texted me. We're about 10 minutes away. We got to stop by the grocery store to get zip ties for the GoPro. Imagine this. This guy just met us yesterday.
We're already late.
Well, that's one bad thing, but imagine this. He meets us yesterday. We're all ex-prisoners. We tell him about After Prison Show. I'm trying to be like, oh yeah, we got a YouTube channel called After Prison Show. We're all ex-convicts, but
meet us at this park.
I got to stop by the store first to get zip ties. He's like, I asked him if he had any. He's got a whole toolbox full of racing drone stuff. We're on our way, and we're already late. It sucks. Hey, there goes my wife.
Bye, wife.
Thank God there wasn't somebody else in the car with her. this whole video would have changed. We're gonna go grab these zip ties. You know, when you walk into a grocery store and you're buying things like duct tape, zip ties, they're probably gonna get the wrong impression.
I say we do that, make a video of it one day. Go in there with our After Prison Show hoodies and just get duct tape, trash bags, zip ties.
Sounds good.
What else can we get?
All right, do me a favor, remind me wherever we go, whatever we do, film. We're leaving from the grocery store right now. Guess what? They didn't have zip ties. Guess how we found out? We had to ask somebody. You want to talk about an awkward situation? Walk into a grocery store and have to ask somebody, excuse me, do you sell zip ties in here?
No we don't. What do you need zip ties for?
Legitimately, that's what she asked. She asked us what we needed them for. You know, you could walk in there and be like, excuse me, do you sell Gerber baby food? And they would be like, let's just say they didn't. They would be like, no, I'm sorry, we don't carry it. You might want to try such and such. The woman said to me, she said, what do you need the zip ties for? I said, because we're trying to kidnap somebody. What do you think?
And then we walked out. Oh my God. And all she could do was smile.
She said, good luck. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at the park. We should do a fan meetup here. If any of y'all are ever interested in meeting us, Chesapeake City Park, I like to come here and fly drones. He's probably ripping.
Getting it in.
Thomas!
You're basically, when you come in and you're trying to land it, you're basically looking at the sky. So it makes it a little tricky to stop. You kind of have to come around and then kill it and just let it drop.
Hell yeah, well we appreciate you meeting with us out here today, man. Sorry about the wait.
No worries at all.
So we got a little bit of bad news. We couldn't get the zip ties.
No worries.
We couldn't get zip ties, that sucks. We had to ask the person at Food Line if they had them, and then they asked us what we needed them for. We told them we were gonna go kidnap somebody. I don't think that really went so well.
She just smiled. I hope she thought it was good.
So this is what, like, the kind of setup I was talk about on the phone. Yeah, so like this might work if you're trying to picture that. Like, so basically what I do is put a little bit of like mounting tape in between them, or like here's like a little gel pad that I got off the internet, and then just zip tie it on.
It's funny how we start off doing one thing. We're here with Thomas, and special shout out to Thomas for meeting with us today. But Dave, did you see who pulled up while we were here?
Oh, they did. Do y'all see that over there?
It's the jail workforce right there. That's the prisoners. They're probably only sitting here eating lunch. I think it's lunchtime for them.
There they are.
They're probably seeing us orange hoodies. They're like, yeah, we're not going to do this today.
Maybe the
drones in jails and prisons, they don't really like that.
Don't like that, yeah.
But my game plan is to try to get you to fly mine, right, and just to see what you would recommend, any kind of changes that I might need to make.
For sure. Zip ties.
I gotta take care of that.
Sweet. So you gotta do the two thick ones.
So put two through here?
Yeah, and you just want to try to get them as ratcheted down as you can. It's
I was like, yeah, check it out.
They was looking at us like, what the heck?
Well, as the workforce drove by, I definitely had them checking out the After Prison Show hoodie.
So Dave was doing a little self-promotion right there. Shout out to that. They probably had every intention of coming out here picking up trash, but we might have saved them some work. I mean, they probably didn't even want to do it. They were like, man, I know we ain't going out.
Man, I should have brought my skateboard, man. Here we go. Thomas's first test run with the Demo Derby. Calling it the Demo Derby because Joe has definitely
so you picked it up?
Made contact.
So I can watch you through this too?
You should be able to, yep.
Yeah, because I'm seeing it right here. All right. So Thomas is going to check out my drone and see what he thinks about it.
So are you in acro mode?
No, so I'm locked right here.
Okay.
This is going to be regular mode in the middle where no tricks, and then manual is all the way at the bottom. That's...
All right, so this will be acro down here. And then for arming,
It's already armed now.
Okay. Okay, so you have air mode on.
I don't even know what that is.
Gotcha, okay, gotcha. I can, when I bring my laptop next time, I'll check that out. Actually, let me just fly this line of sight first and get a feel for the rates. Oh wow. I think you might have
Top on backwards.
no. It might just be the firmware actually. Oh yeah, that is not what I'm used to flying at all.
You're doing better than me already, Thomas.
It's well, I'm trying to basically figure out what settings you have on by flying it. When you chop the throttle like this, you kind of see it'll go crazy. Oh no!
Oh, there's the go.
That is my fault. Oh man. Network is it's still recording.
We're gonna have to make some repairs. Lost a couple props, but I got some props.
No.
See, that was what I was talking about right there.
Oh,
that,
I see.
That issue right there.
That is an interesting design they have, because usually you want to have like a little bit of give
That's
on
all
those.
good.
All right, my apologies.
No,
guys.
you're good, man. Hey, look, this is what I want to see.
All right, so.
Oh wow, we lost this though. That sucks.
I can. I have spare straps. We can get all that. Yeah. Well, basically, what I'd recommend on this guy would be take a look at the firmware, and
make some adjustments there.
There's a few things that'll just make it a lot easier to fly. Basically, right now, if you bring it like below 50% throttle, there's a setting that basically will hold whatever the last kind of input you made is, and kind of just
give you a little bit of control.
Exactly. And what it's doing now is, as soon as you go below a certain point, the motors just completely stop spinning, and that's what happened. Was they completely stopped spinning, it rolled over, and I just didn't have time to react.
Yeah.
So everything seems like it's.
I mean,
the motors aren't like, in terms of the tune, the motors aren't incredibly warm, so there's not like anything. Like the firmware is not pushing the motors to be overtaxed or anything like that. My guess is the firmware that's on this thing is, if this was bought a year ago, it's probably 2 years or a year and a half old firmware. Where,
well, let me ask you this, Thomas, and I just want to throw this out here. So we can go to my place and look at it for sure, but because you have everything at your place, you know, would you be willing, I'll pay you to do so, would you be willing to do the upgrades on this thing for me and also help me fix this thing here?
If that's what you're interested, man, like in terms of upgrades, probably what I'd say is like the motors and like the majority of the electronics are probably fine. The main upgrade I'd make would be swapping them over to like an easier to work on frame. Because
do you got an easier to work on frame?
I don't personally, but a guy up in Richmond runs a shop who he sponsors me for racing, and if you want to get something, that's where if you order it today, you can ship it out today and it should get here tomorrow or Saturday.
Okay. Yeah. Well, look.
So,
I'll get.
Can we do it from the phone right now?
No, trust me, I get these wild ideas. No, I will do that though. If you think that would be a solid, like a good thing to do.
In terms of other upgrades, for me, the biggest thing to flying is the video, is having solid video. And this is kind of like, this camera was really, really good a year and a half, 2 years ago. And this is, that's what everyone was running. But a lot of upgrades have been made in terms of like here, let's fly a pack on mine and see what you see in your goggles compared to the video just on this guy. Okay. Because there's a lot of, but like in terms of everything, the motors, the ESCs, the flight controller, it's all become, the technology's become better, which results in something that I was having trouble flying that, and I've flown
all sorts of stuff.
And I think it's just a factor of the older firmware and the older electronics, and that's something that I have a lot of respect for guys that flew stuff like that, because that's a challenge, man. That is a challenge to be able to fly that. Like what I have right here, I've made it easy on myself.
Well, yeah, I want to check out what you can do.
For sure.
That probably gives Joe some hope, because if you were able to do anything with this one, imagine when you find something a little easier.
Yeah, because this one, like, when you say go left, it went to the left, but it didn't, like, you tell it how much to go, it's going however much it wants to go. It's not listening to you at all.
This is exciting. I mean, I'm learning a lot of it's confusing. Sometimes
How do you feel about your drone, Joe?
Thomas broke it.
It's the first of many crashes, man.
Hey, Thomas, when do you get paid? Let's see your headset, Joe. What you got
I got the
here?
big goofy joint.
Yours looks like you play video games with it. His looks like...
He's a professional drone racer.
Drone crasher. I'm gonna bust his ass all day about that.
All right, so I should look for your channel?
Yeah.
Compared to that.
Can I try this at one point? What'd you think of that, Dave?
When I first heard him, I was like, oh God, here he is. But then when he cranked it up and started going faster, I was like, oh God, please don't run into me. I just kept I was gonna be like, wave, but I was like, nah, save your fingers.
You were safe the whole time, man.
I was. I know you had a distance, but
That's it.
I can't
loud.
see it.
Yeah,
I'm
no, it's
actually
loud.
seeing myself.
Yeah.
And I hear, wee, and then you just cut up like 5 notches on me. I was like, oh God, don't hurt me.
Dude, that was awesome, man.
Yeah, he definitely got it.
Thomas got some skills.
Willing participant, man.
Thomas, you got some skills,
yeah,
bro.
When I
Thanks,
seen you
man.
ride the fence line the first time, I was like, shoot, you can go flip around me. I don't care. Are you excited?
Yeah. I was hoping he was going to tell me, you know, mine just needed a few little twerks.
Hey, Joe. That shit blew up.
Yeah, you know, that's how it goes, though.
But when I seen him fly his, I mean,
He is really, really good. He's sponsored. You know, it's crazy to think that we just met this dude. It was just a perfect timing type of situation. Thomas knows his stuff when it comes to these FPV drones. He definitely knows his stuff.
yeah.
And watching him fly, I mean, it just kind of like renewed that
that drive.
that excitement. So my drone is completely well, he told me that if it's hard for him to fly, he said there's an issue. So he's gonna sell me an old drone that he has, and we're gonna go get some, we're taking Thomas back to the APS headquarters. He's gonna show me some equipment that I need, so that's kind of cool. It was a good day.
Yeah, it was funny. You were like, so can I fly yours?
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Sorry, I got mine set for. And I mean, I completely understood what he was saying. Not because he was worried about you wrecking it, you know, a drone, but these are, I've already worked and got these set for my race coming up.
Yeah, and he's got a race coming up this weekend. There's a drone event going on Saturday locally. He told us we should check that out. I'd like to be able to do that. I don't know if I'm gonna get a chance to do that, but I definitely would like to check it out. And it's exciting, you know, it's exciting watching him do that.
It's cool. I'm definitely gonna put a FPV drone on my APS Christmas wish list.
What's that?
Oh look, while I got the camera rolling, so Joe, before you spend all your money on this drone and stuff, me and Cody were wondering about a Christmas bonus, or...
It's not gonna happen, for the record. Christmas.
You heard it right here, folks.
Christmas bonus. Y'all get bonuses all the time.
Yeah. Did you just me? What was the What was that?
Dave, let's not talk about money.
Yeah. All right. I do want to talk about this though.
Look at that Dodge right there. Let's talk about that. God dang, that Dodge is nice.
You got to get you a hood scoop. That's what I'm gonna get you for Christmas, a hood scoop.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks.